Shut up and sit down.
Hello, and welcome to Pardon Me, Alex. We are here. We are excited to talk about these most recent games, the UTRGV game and the A&M Corpus Christi game. That way we can prepare and be ready to go for tomorrow's home game in the Coliseum, the last of two. We are careening quickly to the end of the season. Can't believe it already that it's here. It feels like the season just started.
It does. It has gone by way too fast, but here we are.
Here we are. Exactly right. But yeah, so we're going to go over, like I mentioned earlier, the UTRGV game and the A&M Corpus Christi game. Both of those were away games. Both dubs, by the way, if you've been living under a rock. But we'll go over each of these and then obviously talk about tomorrow and Monday a little bit before we leave you today. So I'm going to get through these two games and then that'll be it.
If y'all hear a dog squeaky noise in the background, just be glad it's not barking.
Yes, we can.
Blessings.
It's okay. It's okay. I'd rather dog squeaky toy than bark.
Yeah, and I bought her some new, more heavy-duty toys off Amazon that were delivered Thursday night. And, of course, her new favorite was the squeakiest one that arrived.
Of course.
She has somehow, I don't know how, I'm not questioning my good fortune, she somehow broken the squeaker in it, and so it's not squeaking anymore. Lord.
I don't think everybody knows about your new news here. I don't think you've told everybody about your.
No, we talked about it. Remember the last one that we did was the day after I brought her home and she started barking in the background.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true. Okay. Well, I'm sure at some point Gigi will make her podcast debut.
It could be today, you guys. We'll just see.
It could be.
Wait, no.
I know. What did Mom say?
Finally found you. Jack Nation, show up and show out for our Lumberjacks and Lady Jacks action.
That's right. Oh boy. And then from Kyle.
Once SFA wins the SLC tourney, you guys should get in a plane and come hang out and cheer on my Wolverines. Late night eats at hole in the wall bars is worth it. We did have lots of those.
We did have lots of those. That is very tempting, Kyle, but I'm not sure that's in the budgetary cards. Usually a trip to Vegas takes a little bit more planning than a few weeks. Well, for us anyway. But yeah. You know I'm always down for a Vegas trip, but I need a little bit more advance notice than that.
Maybe next time if it falls right.
Yeah. Love it. Okay, going back, talking about the first game. Of course, we played UTRGV down in the Valley. And one day we'll get down there and actually watch a game in person in the Valley. But this was not this game. And it's just a long drive. It's a long drive.
It sure is.
Even though it's in Texas, like it's one of those, you'd have to literally go down the day before, stay, and then drive back. Like it's a whole weekend.
Oh yeah.
Like not anything. There's no way that you could do that in a day. Zero chance.
No, it's a 2-night trip.
One
at bare minimum.
Right. Exactly.
Driving all day. So Saturday, February 14th at UTRGV Fieldhouse in Edinburgh, Texas. Happy Valentine's Day win for all of us, Lumberjack fans. A little history, background info. Going into the game Saturday, we were 9 wins and 3 losses in our previous matchup versus UTRGV. The last matchup, we did win 73-60 at home on December 3rd. Can't believe it's so weird how they scheduled the games this season, because that was like 2 months in between, and then I can't remember. I think it was like Commerce or someone that we literally played like 2 weeks later for the second time. But anyway, I digress. Largest margin of victory was a whopping 30 points, 93-63 in 2022, and the smallest margin of victory was 85-78 in 2024. General notes, same starters as we have had. We did win 66-57. Their attendance there was 1,223. Sean Kennedy's stat section field goal percentage was 37.1%. The 3-point percentage was 21.7%. Free throws at 65.2%. We did have 32 points in the paint, 22 points off turnovers, 11 second chance points, 6 fast break points, and 18 bench points. We led the whole game, so the score was never tied. The lead never changed. We had 44 rebounds, 19 offensive and 25 defensive. We had 10 fouls, staying strong with the single-digit turnovers at 8. They had 13 turnovers. We had 6 steals, 2 blocks, and 8 assists. Our game leaders, we think this might be career high for him at SFA, but I did not fact check that. 32 points for Keon, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 assist. We had Narit at 11, only other player in double-digit scoring. Narit at 11 points. And our defensive king, Gerald, with 4 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Jacqueline's player of the game is spot on, but I'm going to do somebody different just for, shits and giggles. So go ahead, Jax.
I will have to give this one to Keon. He had almost everything. Only thing he was missing was a block. And we'll have to go back and check, but I do think that may be his career high at SFA, 32 points.
Yeah.
So
if it's not, it definitely ties his career high. You know what I mean? Like, he's had a bunch of 30-point games, but yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I guess we can go back and look in a minute. But yeah, I'm going to give mine to Gerald because of those 13 rebounds, like 100% defensive king in this game. Obviously, of course, with his block and his assist and his steal too, but 13 blocks is unheard of. I mean, absolutely. 13 rebounds. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't read. But yeah, 13 rebounds is insane. And I am just so happy to see Gerald doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
Me too.
That's why we recruited him. That's why we have him. And so, he is definition, know your role type of guy, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do. 13 rebounds is an absolute insane statistic. And so that's why player of the game for me. But absolutely Keon, and then Rit with the 11 points. But yeah, Keon, insane. 32 points is an absolute insane number.
I agree. And 3 rebounds, 3 steals.
Right.
Nice too. And the 1 assist. So
just insane stat lines, honestly. But I don't know. Nobody should be shocked at this point. This man's been SLC player of the week, 5 times? Talking about Keon. If he's not player of the year for the Southland Conference, like at this point in this juncture, if he is not chosen as player of the year, I will drive my happy ass up to the Southland Conference offices, and
we will riot.
We will riot. I will call Chris Grant, and I have his number. I'll be like, excuse me, I'm going to need you to recalculate this and recalibrate whatever metrics you're looking at. But you literally gave this man player of the week 5 times so far. The season's not over yet.
I know. I think the coaches, and I don't know, I think each school gets like the same.
Yeah, so. I'm pretty sure pretty sure the coaches and the schools vote on it, but still, like, dude, dude. Yeah, he is the dude. Okay, so moving right into the rest of the feats of strength from this game. I mean, obviously, other than the dub and the crazy amount of rebounds, what else we got?
I like the 32 points in the paint. I like the 44 rebounds. Our offensive boards weren't that far behind the defensive ones, so I like those to be close.
I was going to mention that as well. The fact that we only had 8 turnovers, 8.
Love a single turnover.
Right. I will say, oh no, just kidding. No, that was good. 22 points off turnovers. That's good as well.
Yeah.
No. I mean, again, I really don't have a lot of comments past it was a good game. Good game. Got the dub. I will say I have some stuff to say in the grievances part, but that's
yeah, me too. I guess speed of strength they'll give, and I mean UTRGV. It's like such a mouthful, honestly. Too many letters. They have not usually been the strongest opponent for us. However, they have been doing better this season, and they were on an 8-game win streak. So we were a little anxious to play them just because, they've been hot, and this is on the road, a home game for them. Not necessarily that we were anxious we would lose. We were just, didn't want to.
Well, I feel like any game from here on out is a trap game, and you know what I mean? Whereas I don't want us to be already in the mindset, well, we got this, we have it locked up in the bag, like we have the conference regular season title locked in. I don't want us to fall into that trap of that mindset and then just kind of be complacent and kind of sit on our hands and just assume that nobody's going to come for our next, which is couldn't be further from the truth. I know I did. And see, I did read something. So let me go back to this game's, the write-up, the little press release after the game was over. There was something that I read and I was like, well, that's interesting. Okay. So post-game notes. Okay, here we go. Ready? So this is as of this UTRGV game. So keep this in mind while you're listening to all this data and statistics. So SFA has won 11 straight games, the longest streak since the 2019-2020 season. Okay. It is the 16th win in league play this season, the most since the 2019-2020 season. And with that victory, the Jacks clinch a double bye in the conference. So it was this win that clinched us the double bye already in the conference that hasn't even happened yet, and the season isn't even over. I knew I read that somewhere. I told you this today. Like, I'm pretty sure we've already clinched it. I was like, I read it somewhere, and that's where it was. SFA never trailed, leading for nearly 38 minutes. SFA finished +9 in rebounding as the squad eclipsed 40 rebounds for the 13th time this season, right? When I was reading all these post-game notes, I was like, these are first really good post-game notes. Let's see. This is a good one. I like this one. SFA has made 15 or more free throws in the 3 of their past 4 games. That's good for us. Okay.
That is good.
This is also the game that CC followed with 8 rebounds as he eclipsed the 500 rebound mark as a Lumberjack.
We're going to have to start working in a post-game notes section for the highlights from the write-up, because that's all good stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna read this from now on.
Perfect.
Because I think these are all good things. Because some of this stuff, like, we don't think about, And so I think this is really, really, and I didn't even read them all. Like, there's a ton more. I just read kind of like the highlights, the ones I thought would. Okay, Thompson sank a career high dozen shot attempts. There you go. Yeah. So there you go.
Fantastic.
That wraps up my feats of strength.
I'm wrapped up with mine too.
Okay. Squeak, squeak. Oh, wait. Did I read the right thing here? Okay, that's the wrong one. Okay, moving on to our grievances.
Begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
I heard it time, so yay for that.
Okay, good. All right, so start us off.
I'm still not super pleased with the free throw percentage. However, this game I'm going to complain about, and this is like relevant to what we have done thus far this season. The 37 from the field and 21 from the 3-point line is not. It's happy with that, but that's not what we've been putting up this season. This was.
I'm going to piggyback off that just a little bit because I do think the first half was super slug. I don't know what. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, it was a low scoring game in general in the first half completely. I mean, we had 25 and they had 19 points in the first half. Like, it was a very sluggish, low scoring first half across the board, but especially for us. And I wasn't too keen on that. Like, as soon as the second half started, I was just praying for a better shooting and a better, because at that point, once halftime hit, because of course, I'm watching it on the go. Let me just tell you a little quick about my day on Saturday, the 14th. I had Mardi Gras at the brewery. And so I had to get there, but I feel like I had something. Oh, I also had the bookstore in town, Michelle and James's bookstore, Grimm's Fiction, that was their 1-year anniversary. So I literally woke up, went to that, stayed there for about an hour and a half, then went to the brewery, did Mardi Gras at the brewery, and did my thing and did pictures and videos for another 2 or 3 hours, and then left and finally, went and relaxed, and watched this game. And I was just like, I was in a freaking tizzy. So trying to get all of it I missed the whole first half. I caught the very tail end of the first half, but I was following it on my phone. And it just seemed like a very low, it was obviously a low scoring first half, but I don't know. Thank God Keon erupted in the second half, because the first half was very, very concerning, I guess I could say was my word. I was worried after that first half. I was like, this is not what we've been producing all season. It just felt like we were running up against, a brick wall with UTRGV, and made sense because they had been on a, 9-game tear.
I think 8.
8-game tear. And so that's why we were nervous about this game, because I was like, okay, they're on a hot streak. I mean, yes, of course, we've been on a hot streak, but when a team is hot streaking, it's really hard to, slow that train down. So I'm just glad that we pulled it out of our butts and got it together in the second half.
Me too.
Let's see here. I mean, that's really my biggest issue was that first half.
That and just the overall, not up to the custom to this.
Yeah. Okay. Did you have anything else? No. Okay. Just checking. All right, cool. All right. Moving on to the next game.
So quick turnaround, as we have had all seasons. Monday, February 16th at the Hilliard Center in Corpus Christi, Texas. We had 23 wins and 7 losses in our previous matchup versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. We won 69-60 at home on Largest margin was 79-46 in 2017, and the smallest margin of victory was 61-58 in 2017 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll give us the SLC standings.
Yes. Okay. One moment, please. Oh man, I'm sorry. My tablet went to the wrong place. Okay, here we go. So here we are. Obviously, again, this is as of today. So if there were any games earlier this week other than our Monday night game, then it's caught up. So first off, shocker, no shocker, we are still at the very top of the leaderboard at 17-1, 24-3 overall. Let me just I do not want to continue to make comparisons between this team and our 2019-2020 team, but it's been happening all season so far. And so I'm just going to throw this out there. And I'm going to knock on wood, and I hope everybody listening and everybody listening later will knock on wood, as long as, and Jacqueline too. But the 2019-2020 team also went 28-3. We are at 24-3. If we win out, we will be squared up with that year. And you know what else happened that year? Like, I'm not talking about the negative stuff with, the vid. I'm talking about that was the year we beat Duke. That was the team that would have went to the Sweet 16. Like, that was the team. And so I want all of that positive energy from that team and the good juju from that season to continue to push, because there's a lot of parallels between this season and that season. So I just want to throw that out there. Okay, knocking on wood now. Knocking on wood. Okay. So obviously, like I said, we're 24-3, 17-1 in conference. McNeese is 15-3, so we still have that 2-game lead over McNeese. So as of right now, I think our magic number would be as if we win. In order to win outright, we'd have to win the next 3 for sure. And then the next 2 for at least a co-championship. I believe that's where I think that's how math works. Okay. So UTRGV still in 3rd place again, just because they lost to us on that Saturday, the 14th. They didn't really drop at all. I'm pretty sure they won on Monday. I'd have to go and check, but UTRGV still has 3rd place, still pretty much short up at 11-7. And then we have 3 teams all at 10-8. You got A&M Corpus Christi, you got New Orleans and Nichols all at 10-8. But their overall standing is different. So if there is any sort of tiebreaker, it would easily be broken with that. But again, we still have 4 games left of the season. Then we have Lamar at 7-11. At 7-11. Sorry, I'm a child. And then moving on, we have 3 teams at 6-12. E-Commerce, HCU, and Northwestern State. And then UIW and Southeastern are both at 5-13. So there we are.
Yippee yahoo. All right. For this game notes, same starters. We did win 78-68. Their attendance there at the Hilliard Center was 1,317. Sean, we had a field goal percentage of 44.8, 3-point percentage of 42.1, free throw 69.2%. We had 34 points in the paint, 10 points off turnovers, 7 second chance points, 11 fast break points. We had 21 points from the bench. Score tied 0 times, lead changed 0 times. So again, we were ahead the whole time. An offensive 26 defense.
Jacqueline's internet obviously is messing up again.
Completely out.
Yeah. The last 30
Okay.
seconds, didn't hear anything.
So should I start the stats over?
Yeah, probably. I would start from points in the paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
34 points in the paint, 10 points off of turnovers, 7 second chance points, 11 fast break points, 21 bench points. We led the whole time. No lead changes. Offensive, 26 defensive. We had 18 turnovers. They had game leaders. We had 21 points. Keon with this. Yeti had 4.7 rebounds to that out without breaking up.
Yeah, we missed half that, but it's okay. You're not going to do it again.
You read that.
Well, like half the stats. As soon as you started, it went out again. I'm so sorry.
Just start from me.
I'll just do the game leaders. It's all good. Okay, so Latif was game leader at 21 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Keon, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 assists. Yeti, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. And then Gerald, 4.7 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks, and 2 assists. Player of the game for me is going to go with the same as Jacqueline. We both agree on this one for sure. Teef, what a great performance from him with the 21 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. This was definitely his game for sure. I mean, obviously Keon was right behind him with 18, but Teef really, really dug us out of a little rut a couple times during this game. He really kept the hype and the juice the whole time. He just had the hot hand, and there was no stopping Teef.
Yeah, very clutch.
Super clutch. Lots of clutch shots, just at the right time.
Yeah, 80% from the 3-point line. You can't do much better than that. And 3 of 4 from the free throw.
Exactly.
He was fantastically on that.
Exactly. So yeah, just rolling right into feats of strength for that. Obviously got to give great shout out to, again, Gerald with his 7 rebounds, his 2 steals, 3 blocks. I mean, again, these stat lines are insane that Gerald puts up every game. But I would be remiss if I don't give a special shout out to Yeti. Yeti played a lot of minutes this game. He was really, really contributing in this game. 6 rebounds from him. This was probably his longest game in terms of time played. And he definitely was in there digging. Like, he was in there a lot. So, special shout out.
I agree. Gerald was in foul trouble, so he got almost as many minutes as Gerald did, and did great.
I agreed 100%. That's why I was just like, listen, I mean, that is what this team does, and that is what this team can offer, is the fact that if one guy goes down or somebody gets in foul trouble, the next person on the bench step in, and it's almost seamless. You know, like, to the point where there was no real beats missed in terms of the style of play. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a few things that are probably done a little bit differently, you know, the plays that are called, or, you know, the setup and stuff like that. But in reality, I mean, I love that so much. The fact that, you know, Gerald gets in foul trouble, happens down there. You're playing hard, and you're gonna sometimes get into foul trouble, especially when you're down there, you know, getting 3 blocks and getting rebounds and stuff like that. It's gonna happen. And the fact that Yeti can step in and just so seamlessly for the most part, take over for our starter is just, you really honestly couldn't ask for more than that. And so love to see it. Truly love to see it.
I think my biggest feat of strength this game was that I thought we were almost going to make it to halftime with them in single digits on scoring, and I was so excited. We were so close too. It was like the last 2.5 minutes that they actually started scoring, and still they only had 16 at halftime.
Absolutely crazy. There are, obviously, we'll get to the grievances in a moment here, but other couple things I want to mention. Cam hit 2 threes in the first half. He's always good for a 3 when you need it. I'm telling you, like, he can either get the scoring kicked off in such a positive way with his threes, or he'll come in and off the, after starting, go sit down and then come in off the bench and just be in for a few minutes and hit another 3. And it's like, boom, got the juices flowing again. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Let's see here. We had a pretty stingy defensive effort in the first half, forced the Islanders into a 22% shooting, an average clip that was about at 8% at the final media stoppage time. Again, they barely hit double digits into the half. Barely. I mean, 16 points. I was shocked. Shocked that the majority of the first half, we kept them to under 10 points. And then, they scored, 6 there at the kind of the last part of that first half. But things were looking, I'm like, we're beating them by 20 plus points. But obviously we'll get to the second half in a second.
I will say the field goal percentage and the 3-point percentage both being above 40 is back where I like to see it. And we were almost at 70% from the free throw line. So I
was about to say the free throw percentage, it's at 69, but
for us, that's good.
I agree. I 100% agree. And they just barely edged us on rebounds, but it's pretty even there. And then, turnovers, we only had 6.
You like that?
We had the same number of turnovers as steals. When does
I do like that?
Holy crap. When does that happen? Ugh, absolutely nuts. Okay. Any other, let me go over the post-game notes. All right. So a third straight win for SFA against Corpus Christi, and the first for the Jacks on the island since 2021. Let's see here. Obviously, that moves us to a winning streak of 12, the longest by the program since 1920 season, yet again. Okay. And the longest league streak since the same season. It's the 17th Southland Conference win this season, the most since, again, 2019-2020 season. Let's see here. SFA improves its road record to 10-3 the first season with 10+ road victories since. Jacqueline, what season?
2019-2020.
You're darn dang tootin' right. Let's see here. SFA has made 15 or more free throws in 4 of their past 5 games. So yet again, another good free throw game. Okay, oh God. 6 turnovers, marking the 14th game this season with 9 or fewer turnovers. 14th game this season with 9 or fewer turnovers.
That's single-digit turnovers, people. Love it.
And the thing is here's the thing. I'm gonna turn this negative. I'm gonna spin it into a positive. Yes, Corpus Christi came back with a 63.6% or 3% shooting in the second half, but we still won. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take that as like the adversity that we held on strong. Our defense came in clutch in that second half because they were coming in like literally like their ass was on fire in that second half. Corpus Christi was, and we were able to hold them off. And
they turned up everything because field goal percentage from basically 22% to 65%, 63% single digit turnover games.
Yeah.
They went from a measly 7.7% in the first half to 50 in the second half.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I mean,
crazy. It's crazy stuff. Just crazy effort. Crazy effort on defense, 10 out of 10 all around. And as we learned from the podcast with Jimmy Smith, defense is his bag. So give some shout out and some love to Jimmy. He's not the only one, but he's definitely he's the main guy. Everything okay over there?
Yeah, sorry. She just heard my neighbor come home.
Oh, okay. You're good.
So she was barking.
Okay.
Yeah. Other people.
Well, that's it from the post-game notes. Should we move on to grievances? Yeah? Okay.
Begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
I mean, obviously for me, the biggest one is the fact that they came back with a vengeance in the second half and Corpus Christi outscored us 52-41. I mean, but again, we were able to hold it off. But still, like, the outscoring 52-41 in the second half, like, yikes.
I agree. Because literally, I mean, I don't know. I guess Dad's like some clairvoyant light, and he could just feel it coming. And the way he worked stuff is so funny. He texted and was like, "We're gonna fart around and blow this 20-point lead. I can just feel it." And sure enough, we did. But back to what Alex said, I mean, they came out guns blazing the second half, and so while we didn't win by as much as we could have progressed on to win by.
Right.
Super thrilled with the defensive effort to try to keep that down enough to where we could still win, because that's really all that matters.
All right. At the end of the day, you got to have more points than the other team, and that's how you win games. So no matter how we get there, it may not be pretty. It may not be the most sexy effort, but I think, again, a huge shout out goes to the defensive effort in that second half, because we built ourselves a hell of a lead. And then, yes, we kind of pissed it away, but we were able to. There's Gigi, you little barker.
Here she is. She's making her debut. Look, you're looking the wrong way.
Gigi. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Stop being so. She's still in a very bitey.
Okay. You're frozen again. Frozen again. She's just frozen going again. Okay. All right. So she said, just keep going. So, all right. Once she unfreezes, she can pop back in. All right. So in terms of any other grievances, I mean, again, I think the biggest one for me was 100% just getting outscored. But thank God, we still won by 10 points. But it could have been a bigger victory. Let's see here. Trying to look at the stats again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Do I wish the points off turnovers and second chance? But that's one thing that I feel like has been kind of like a thorn in our side all season is second chance points. I really wish our offensive rebounding was a little bit better. We'll have a game where it's like just off the charts, and then we'll have another that is just bad. But yeah, so wish we could be more consistent with she had to log off. Okay, she logged back off. She doesn't log back in again. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, second chance points, I think at 7, I just wish those could be better. The 10 offensive rebounds, but but again, I cannot really be too mad about this, even though we were struggling in that second half with, with scoring, but we still won. So I understand. We'll wait till Jacqueline pops back on to see if she has any more grievances. But in the meantime, let's talk about this weekend. So this weekend, we have 2 games. I'm sorry. Well, there are technically 2 games this weekend. There are 2 games on Saturday. There's a girls and a guys game. The girls game is at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's a doubleheader. Okay. The guys are at 5. So do the math back up. I think it's at 2. So, and we're also going to have some tailgating. So there'll be tailgating on Saturday starting at noon until obviously going to go through the girls game and then up to the guys game. You can come in and come out. There will be tents out there. There will be individual tents. There'll be an athletics tent. There's a few other things happening and going on that day. I know that tomorrow is also Showcase Saturday, so there's going to be a bunch of people on campus anyway, which is also good. So hopefully we're going to just kind of usher them down to the game. Showcase Saturday will be over at 12, which is perfect. That way people can stay for the games too. Trying to think of what else, but yeah, so we have 2 more home games. We have tomorrow's game at 5 o'clock, and we are playing. I should know this by now, but obviously I'm having brain farts. Nichols. And then on Monday, our last home game, we are playing New Orleans. So actually tomorrow's game at 5 o'clock is senior night. So that's exciting. I love that senior night is going to happen on Saturday instead of Monday. So hopefully more people are able to attend and cheer them on. Hello.
I have no idea what happened. We'll just say Gigi broke the internet. I don't know.
We'll just blame it on Gigi.
But I'm gonna let you power through the rest of it so we don't have that issue.
No, you're good. I mean, I was waiting on you to come back to see if I had started talking about the game on Saturday and the game on Monday, just to give you time to come back. But I just didn't know if you had any more grievances.
Nah, that was the main one.
Yeah, I figured. It was, again, we won. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as we win. But yeah, so game on Saturday, game on Monday. Saturday's game is actually senior night. So please come out and support both the Lady Jacks and the Lumberjacks for senior night. And then, of course, Monday night's game is at 6:30. And, of course, like I said, we're playing NOLA, so New Orleans. And so if you're able to come out to that game, that's our final home game of the season. We would love to have you guys come and cheer on the Jacks at the last home game of the season. And then looking ahead, Saturday's game, we are playing in Houston at Houston Christian at 3:30 on Saturday. And then on Monday, the final game of the season is at Incarnate Word at 6:30. Obviously, an Incarnate Word is in San Antonio, so that's a no-go for Jax and I because, work and stuff. So there's no going to that one. And I can't make the Saturday game. I have an event in Houston, which is at literally the same exact time.
What are the odds?
I literally was like looking at the calendar and then looking at my personal calendar. And I was like, is there any way in God's green earth that I can even make that happen? And it's like, I'd have to be in 2 places at once.
Once we clone ourselves, we'll start making everything for everyone.
I know. I mean, if it's even possible, I mean, I don't think it is. I was like, what if I went to the event I have to go to for an hour and then like left that and then, you know what I mean? Like left that event and then went to the game for the second half. I was like, I don't think it's going to happen. I'll literally be having to like follow it on my phone at this event. And yeah. Oh, Laura said she's going to be in H-Town though. So I'm glad Laura's going. She can represent the Sideline Social Club. Shout out to you, Laura Mack. What a queen. What a queen.
Laura. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. If anyone else is going to go, obviously find Laura in the crowd and she will instruct you on the proper heckling techniques when you're at Houston Christian. because it's going to be so simple because they're going to be sitting right there in front of you. It's like you could literally touch them. That's the only sad part, and that I hate. I can't go to that game next weekend is because of the fact that like I hate that stadium, but I love the fact that I could literally like reach over and like touch any of the players like on the shoulder and be like, "Good job." That's the best part of it. That's it. Yeah. So there you go. I was telling about tailgate tomorrow, and that it starts at noon, goes till 5, or right before the guys' game starts. Could be come and go to the girls' game, come back out, come hang out with us. We're literally just going to be hanging out outside. Very chill atmosphere. This isn't no college kid. I'm sure the college kids will be tailgating, but us olds will be sitting and lounging.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping the weather's good. I haven't even checked the weather for tomorrow.
I hope so too. When I checked it earlier in the week, there was like a 50-ish% chance of rain. So hopefully that has gone down.
It says 35. So, but it's going to be kind of like a similar cloudiness of today. It's been pretty cloudy in Knack and Lufkin, so it's going to be cloudy again tomorrow. So hopefully that means high 71, low 40. So that shouldn't be too bad. It'll be about 68, partly cloudy-ish whenever we get out there at 1. So shouldn't be too bad weather-wise. Oh, that reminds me, Jacqueline, I'm going to tell you now so that there is a recorded evidence of the fact that I did tell you this. I'm wearing my Sideline Social Club tomorrow shirt. Okay.
I will wear mine as well. Match.
Not the hat, the shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wear mine also, and we can match.
Perfect. And Laura, I don't think she has a Sideline Social Club shirt, but she has a hat. So if you want to wear that, then we can technically all match.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. All right. So that's it. I think we've covered everything we needed to cover. I'm glad Jacqueline was able to, I don't know, it's like the internet's perfect now. So I don't know what the hell was going on earlier.
I've just come to the conclusion it's either something with Chrome or something with StreamYard, because this never happens to me on Zoom on Safari, like never. So it can't be my internet. I just don't know what the problem. I'm not smart enough to figure out what the problem is with. And I checked all my internet numbers, and they're good. I'm just not smart enough to figure out what the problem is with Chrome and or StreamYard.
And
well,
neither am I. If somebody wants to donate and be a big baller podcast friend of the podcast and like get us into some sort of podcast studio, we'll take it. But then
we'd have to go somewhere and not be able to do it in the comfort of our home, which
I know it's not going to happen, but here we are. This is just the easiest way to do it. But anyway, say lovey. It's all right. I think it just makes it more real and kind of funny sometimes. It's frustrating on our end, but it's funny. Yeah. Okay, so very cool. Thank you guys all for tuning in again. If you are watching live, we appreciate you. If you're going to watch this later on in the day or listen to it, we appreciate you as well, as always. Make sure that you're supporting the Lumberjacks and the Lady Jacks as well as any good fan will do. We hope to see you this weekend out at the games on Saturday. There are plenty of opportunities to support both the girls and the guys over the next few days. So if you have it in you to make a trip to Nacogdoches, please do. And if you're local, come on out. And honestly, they're doing like the last 4 games deal again for tickets. So tickets are like stupid cheap. So if you don't have season tickets, I mean, you can literally take your family out for a fun night and watch the Lumberjacks and Lady Jacks play for probably less than you can buy them a meal at Whataburger. You know what I mean? Like this is how cheap we're getting. So can just consider it. Just a humble consideration, please. Oh man. All right. It's 4:22. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Good night. Have a wonderful weekend. If you are coming to the games, we will see you there. And as always, Axe and Jacks.
With Alex and Jax.
Toodles.